Hello everyone, this is part 42 of What If Naruto Had Two Bloodlines, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe, it gives me more motivation. Enjoy. Hinata, where is everyone? There are explosions all over, but, which one? Which should I check? Should I even risk getting too close? She stopped in momentarily to catch her breath and listened as the ringing of the explosions echoed throughout the forest. The thoughts of all her friends, teammates, and family ran through her mind to answer her question. Hinata, of course. It's a risk I have to take. They all could be in trouble and I have to do my best to help them. I promised my grandmother I would. She heard another explosion and decided that that would be where she would head next, but, after taking one step, she began to feel a searing pain in her head. Her eyes flashed and began to turn an amber color. A vision, a premonition, filled her head as she witnessed something that could potentially take part sometime in the near future. She dropped the visor of her halo over her head and searched the forest as best she could. After a brief migraine, she changed her direction and headed deeper into the forest. Kurenai was in shock as to what she had just witnessed. The surrounding area had been devastated, and by just two shinobi. Trees had been charred, cut, broken, and splintered. Numerous ninja tools lay about in broken fashion as a testament to Konohal's strength, and now it looked like Kakashi was running out of ideas. Konohal attacked again and Kakashi quickly disappeared underground, being missed by a hair. Konohal looked around and waited in anticipation for where he might pop out next. As he expected, Kakashi burst out behind him and attempted to grab a hold of his big, bushy tail. Konohal reacted quickly and in one swipe of his sharpened claws, slashed Kakashi's frame in half. As the pieces hit the ground, they went up in smoke, cluing Konohal and Kurenai in on what really happened. Suddenly, Konohal could feel his power slipping away. He turned back to see that in the very hole he had disappeared into, was Kakashi with his tail in hand. Konohal began to revert back to normal as his features began to disappear and his tail became smaller and more refined. Konohal did all he could to fight it and maintain himself. Every now and then he would regain a feature only to have it disappear or revert again. Konohal, you bastard. Let go. Let go of my tail. Snarling at Kakashi, you're nothing but a coward, Kakashi. You knew that you would lose and sir, you grabbed my tail out of desperation. Kakashi, you're right, I knew that if the fight dragged on I would probably lose, so I grabbed your tail, think what you want of me, but I'm going to live to tell the tale, pulling out a kunai. He lunged at Konohal as he tried to cycle through seals. Before he could finish things, something caught his attention out the corner of his eye. Kurenai, Kakashi, look out. In one swift motion he SD one perpetrator to his right and another to his left. He quickly realized that there was a problem. In the confusion he had released his hold on Konohal's tail, allowing him to go free. Konohal retreated into the forest to recompose himself. Kakashi was shocked to see that the ones responsible for saving the enemy, Konohal, was Konohal himself. On the ground lay two boss, both with the very same appearance as Konohal. They suddenly disappeared but in a strange way. Kurenai, shadow clones. Kakashi, something like that. When they dispersed, they looked to melt into the ground instead of going up in smoke. Konohal, very perceptive Kakashi, talking from a hidden location, the technique I just used is a specialty of my clan. It allows the user to make copies of himself like the shadow clone jutsu, but the copies aren't as weak and are as capable as the user. Kakashi, clan jutsu. Konohal, yes, I'll show you. Naruto had been running through the forest when he finally came to a stop. The sisters caught up to him and they could see that he was still in search of his friends. From what they could tell, Naruto's friends were scattered throughout the forest or engaged in fights. Suddenly, they sensed a familiar person nearby. From the bushes emerged Naruto's sister, Yuki. She looked like she had been through hell. Naruto, Yuki, are you okay? Yeah. I'm fine. I'm just glad that I finally found you, running over and hugging Naruto. While this was happening, Ryubi and Ryuri gave each other a look. Ryubi walked over and grabbed Naruto by the wrist and began leading him away. Wait, what's going on? Where are you going with my brother? Naruto, yeah, what are you doing, Ryubi? We have to help the others. Ryubi, we'll get to that, but first, you need to come with me. Ryuri and Yuki can go and help the others while you help me. Naruto, what's going on? We should stick together and look for everyone else. Ryubi, that's just what we're gonna do. Ryuri just wanted to be alone with your sister to ask her something in private, leading him away. She dragged Naruto off and left Ryuri and Yuki alone. So what are you so secretive about that you wanted to talk to me alone? Ryuri, I just wanted to see for myself. You're not a normal girl, I can smell it. I figured that you would. For a while there, I thought you would blab my secret. Ryuri, why do you hide what you are? Why do you care? Snidely. Ryuri, I don't, but since you're gonna be that way, I guess the time for talk is over. That's good to hear because I've been itching to kick you and your sister's tails. Naruto was still being led deeper into the forest by Ryubi. Naruto, Ryubi, no response. Ryubi, no response. Ryuubi. Ryubi, what? Naruto, shouldn't we wait for the others? Ryubi, there's no time, we have to get out of here before we're interrupted again. Stops and pauses, it figures someone would find us all the way out here, grumbling to herself. She and Naruto turned to their left and looked up the hill. There stood Ryubi. Naruto, there you are, where have you been, Hinata? Ryubi, so I guess that we can never be alone without someone else butting in. Naruto, looks like both of our friends came to check up on us. Naruto, turning to his right. From the shadows of the bushes came another figure. Naruto could tell that it was someone that could use chakra but couldn't tell who. Naruto, who are you? As the figure slowly made its way into the clearing. My name is Connor and I'm a friend of Ryubi, it's nice to finally meet you. The guy, Connor, had short, spiky brown hair and eyes with a scar shaped like a crescent moon over his right eye. He wore a light blue sleeveless shirt with a black paw print in the center of his chest. On his wrists were black bands with blue lines on each side that stretched from his hands to his elbows. He wore long black shorts and black shoes. From the looks of him, he looked to only be about 15 or 16. Naruto, what do you want? Connor, my, so informal, but I guess I'll tell you what I'm here for. What I want, is you. Naruto, what? Ryubi, I'm sorry Naruto, forgive me. She raised her hand behind Naruto's head and prepared to strike. Hinata, Naruto, look out. Naruto jumped away before Ryubi could make a swing. Naruto, Ryubi, what are you doing? Ryubi, I'm sorry Naruto, but you have to come with us. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get you, begins to morph. An explosion was heard and many of the others could see dark smoke rising. Kakashi, that isn't good, someone else may be in trouble, but I can't just simply run off to see what's going on. This guy, there's no way I can beat him on my own, not with that jutsu of his. One's already too fast and strong for me to get in a good shot, and more is making this a horrible day. My only choice is. Kakashi had taken shelter behind a tree to avoid an onslaught of flying ninja tools. He was really starting to feel the effects of the battle catching up to him. Kakashi, this guy is pretty tough, peeking around the tree. Hey, Connell, right. How old are you? Connell, 18, why do you ask? Kakashi, I was just thinking what an exceptional shinobi you make, and at such a young age. Connell, yeah, so, what's your point? Kakashi, well, I'm sure you plan on walking away from this battle with your life. I certainly plan to, so why don't we just go our separate ways for now to maybe battle another day? Connell, I knew it. You are a coward. You know you can't beat me, so you want me to spare your life so that one day we can battle again. Too bad for you that I won't allow that. You and your comrades will less here and I'll be one step closer to getting what I want. Kakashi, and what do you want? Connell, that's none of your damn business. Kakashi, okay, you know, we don't have to do this. Connell, oh yes we do, there's someone among you that I want, and the rest of you have to rest so that an entire village doesn't come hunting me down. It's that simple. The ground beneath Connell began to crumble and from it emerged Kakashi grabbing for the tail again. Connell jumped back in time to avoid getting caught. Connell, growls, "You bastard. Kakashi, I was hoping that it wouldn't come to this, but it looks like I have no choice." Kakashi began cycling through hand seals. Before he could finish, he felt 5 sharp claws into his body. Connell looked Kakashi in his non-Sharingan eye and prepared to deliver the finishing blow. Connell, as if you could win. From the trees jumped another Kakashi, but Connell knocked him away with one well-placed kick to the gut. He crashed into a tree and went up in a cloud of smoke. Connell turned his attention back to the Kakashi he had at the end of his claws. He jumped back in time to avoid having his compliments of Kakashi. A safe distance away, Connell felt a warm sensation on his end. He placed his hand to it and saw that blood was seeping from a slash under his jaw. When he looked up, he noticed that Kakashi was gone. "Connell, you bastard. You think you can run and hide from me? I'll track you down no matter where you go." Howling at the end. The howl echoed through the forest. "Connor, that howl, he. Naruto, what's so funny?" "Connor, that howl just now, it came from my older brother and it seems that he's about to get serious. I feel sorry for whoever crosses his path now, ha ha ha." "Naruto, you bastard. Don't laugh." "Connor, why not? All of your comrades are gonna and all for some pathetic, insignificant little lizard that probably doesn't even deserve the life he has." "Naruto, exactly, that's why." "Connor, Naruto, that's why, I have to get by you and help them." Charging. Connor, hey, fool. Quickly throwing a punch. Expecting to feel some form of sensation as Naruto collided with his fist, Connor was surprised when there was nothing that is, until he felt a fist collide with his chin from underneath. With an uppercut, Naruto caused Connor to soar through the air for a brief second before crashing to the ground. Feeling a little groggy, Connor sat up and began to slowly make it back up to his feet. "Naruto, it'd be best if you just stayed down." Connor got up and looked at Naruto with intense eyes, but before he knew it he was right back on the ground. This continued to happen again and again until Connor stayed put for a second. While he was down, he began to piece together just what was happening. Connor, I could have sworn that I should have hit him with that first punch, thinks back to how his fist appeared to be right in the face of a fading Naruto. Wait a minute. When he did that, I could see the sun almost clearly. Did he somehow phase through my attack? That can't be the case because he left an image that was clearly right in front of me, but then he attacked from a blind spot. Mulling over the first and the other many times Naruto did this, it finally dawned on him. Connor, I see. Standing up with a smirk on his face, maybe I was wrong in underestimating you, brat. You are a dragon, after all. Naruto, glad to see that you're finally getting it, but I don't have time to stay here and play with you. Connor, don't worry, it'll all be over before you know it. It's time to turn it up a notch. Connor's appearance began to change as his brown hair turned white and his eyes became a crimson red. His teeth turned to fangs and his fingernail became claws. His tail also extended and became bushier as the fur turned white. Naruto took one look at Connor and was surprised. Naruto, you're like me. Connor, no, I'm better. Naruto, oh yeah, we'll see about that. Charging. Naruto went in with a frontal attack and continued until Connor tried to counter. His attack went right through Naruto's afterimage and Naruto quickly capitalized. In one swift kick to the gut, Connor put an end to this attempt and shined a light on how he accomplished this. Connor, thanks to those two dragon sisters, I'm quite used to fighting tough opponents. You may be quick, but your attack is no match for a true predator's senses. No matter how fast the prey is, the predator will figure some way to catch them. From now on, that little trick of yours won't work on me. Connell was running all through the forest in search of Kakashi, when he suddenly picked up on something. Connell, so that's where you are, going to help your comrade, huh? He let out an eerie howl that once again filled the forest. It wasn't long before 7 other Connells showed up. With an evil grin on each and every one of their faces, they left in pursuit. Ryubi heard the howl as did everyone in the forest. Ryubi, you seem like a nice girl, Hinata. You shouldn't get involved in this. As long as you don't interfere, I may be able to get the others to spare your life. Hinata, what are you saying? Why are you doing this? Ryubi, our clan is dwindling down to nothing. My sister and I could use Naruto's help in keeping it strong and going. Hinata, why does it have to be Naruto? Ryubi, We could try with other beast warriors, but the chances of the offspring being dragons are mighty slim. With a dragon like Naruto who's strong even at such a young age, it's almost guaranteed to produce great results. Hinata, almost. Ryubi, there's more to Naruto than him just being a dragon. From what I can tell, there are more than just dragons in his lineage, and what's worse is that he isn't even a full-blooded beast warrior, but he's the best we can do at the moment, probably ever. It may be difficult to revive our clan due to the fact that it's rare for a dragon to even be born, even among two full-blooded members. Hinata, I see, your situation is tough, that much I understand, but it doesn't explain why you are willing to cause harm to others. You could have come along with us to our village and tried to revive your clan there, even though I kind of don't want it to happen because, well, I was willing to step aside as long as Naruto was happy. I even thought we could be friends. Ryubi, as long as Naruto is happy. Hinata, you have feelings for Naruto, don't you? Looks at a blushing Hinata. I'm glad that you can be so understanding. I promise that I will do all I can to take care of Naruto and make sure that he is happy. Maybe with your help I can convince him to come along with us and. Hinata, no. Shaking her head. Ryubi, what? Hinata, no. You manipulating Naruto into going with you is unacceptable. If he were to choose you, then I probably wouldn't mind, but you holding your respective clan's future over his head is no way to do things. Ryubi, I thought you understood my plight. I thought we could be friends as well, and I even thought that I could name you as the godmother to my children, but, since I have no choice, you won't even be around. Beginning to transform once again. Explosions could be heard all around him, but Naruto couldn't let that distract him. In order to help his friends, he would need to find a way to get by his opponent. Naruto got up and created a few shadow clones. Connor was surprised to see this, but he didn't have enough time to enjoy the sight as they all attacked. Connor quickly threw up his guard. Right before his eyes, he could see the Narutos leaving multiple afterimages. Connor, I told you, that won't. He was hit by a punch to the face and stumbled back. Before he could recover, he was hit again and again, and again. To try and make up for his lack of defense, Connor began to swing wildly in hopes of connecting. After a few tries, he finally got lucky and slashed one of the Narutos that disappeared in a puff of smoke. Connor looked on as the Naruto he eliminated left 7 Narutos in total. It finally occurred to him what he should do. He quickly cycled through hand seals only to be propelled into the air by a few kicks from Naruto. Adamant about finishing his technique, Connor managed to continue on until he saw a Naruto spinning through the air. Naruto, Uzumaki's barrage. Naruto connected with a spinning axe kick that sent Connor crashing into the ground. Thinking that it was over, the Narutos turned to leave, only to have chills go up and down their spines. They turned to see that the ground was beginning to freeze over as white mist crept towards them. Connor, I know that was supposed to take you alive, but right now, I can't help but want to kill you. Connor stepped from the mist along with 6 more of himself. Ryubi could feel that Connor had increased his chakra output. She could tell that there was trouble. Ryubi growls, I don't have time for this. Naruto is in danger, I have to help him. Hinata, Naruto's in trouble. Ryubi, looks like it's your lucky day, I won't finish you now, but if we ever cross paths again, you're as good as S. She flew away and Hinata quickly gave chase in hopes of getting to Naruto before it was too late. She followed Ryubi until she noticed something happening up ahead. Suzume, Ryubi, I'm going on ahead, don't let anyone pass. The Hyugas watched as the dragon girl flew by. They were curious about what was beyond the area that she was in such a hurry to get to. Hinata, father, sister, Neji, Hanabi, sister, you're okay. I was worried. Hiashi, Hinata, are you hurt? Hinata, no, I'm fine, but I have to go after her. Naruto is in trouble. Neji, we'd like to be of some assistance, but we're having difficulty defeating these opponents. Hiashi, they're able to attack from a distance and make sure not to get too close. Hinata looked over to a pile of bandits that her family must have defeated. With this she realized that they must have seen what they could do, and this was why they knew to keep a safe distance. Hinata, if they're going to make this a ranged fight, then I guess I'm the one best suited to be their opponent. Hiashi, Hinata, X. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.